Sarah Corlett from Ironman Sport is joining us, and it's the big time of the year, Sarah, and things are back to normal, thank goodness, from last year. We're talking about the Sports Awards, which is huge. And last year, a virtual one took place, not quite the same, but you did it at least.
We did, and we got sport out there, which is great, but it's always far more wonderful to have it in person where people can come and see for themselves what we're doing.
Great occasion to not just pat people on the back, but to recognise them, because the Ironman has got so much sport going on.
That's right, and so many different sports at different levels, which is fantastic. And this year's Sports Awards, more than ever, are going to be not just about the people who've won awards and have won medals and got positions, but the people behind them. It's been particularly difficult this year because of COVID. We've got lots of athletes not being where they want to be, not being able to train, not being able to compete. And keeping them going, keeping them motivated is just as important as the running and the jumping and the competing, really.
So, a shortlist are made during your time. You have a little big powwow and committees, and people have to pick them and get shortlists.
It's very exciting and very contentious. There's lots of different people with different ideas, and we've invented a sort of secret ballot system so that it's completely fair and it's completely I was going to say transparent, but it isn't if it's secret ballot. But it's very fair and very proper and very above board.
So it all ends with the big event next week at the Villa.
Yes, on Wednesday.
And people can get tickets for that still?
Yes, I think if you go onto the Villa Gaiety website, you can get some tickets. Yeah.
I mean, you must need a lot of sponsors and patrons for this sort of thing, do you?
Yeah, we couldn't do any of it without them. I mean, a lot of the things a lot of the support we provide is finance based. To provide financial services for coaching, whether that's strength and conditioning, whether it's sports psychology, all of that costs money and time. And we're very, very grateful to all of the sponsors who provide their efforts and their support to the athletes. And I think if you're an athlete who's being sponsored by a company, it's not just the money, it's the fact that somebody believes in you enough to support you, which is, is great as well.
And looking back on past years and to see the people who were most promising this or whatever and how they've gone on, because they've got financial help from people from this to support them. So if you become a sports person, you don't necessarily make money, do you? And you need
a lot of them
in the early days anyway.
Well, a lot of them don't, and a lot of sport, even if you get to the top of your sport, some of the sports aren't quite as well paying as Premier League football, and it really is a vocation, and people sacrifice an awful lot to get there, and even possibly when they get there at the top, they're not maybe getting the rewards they hope they are. But yeah, it's a huge commitment from everybody involved, really.
Okay, well, go to the Villa Gaiety website. Yourself and James Davis are going to be presenting
That's right, yeah, Lauren Hardy, yeah.
And the one big thing, of course, at the end of the night, isn't there the lifetime achievement?
Yes,
that's secret, right?
That's,
no one knows?
That's wonderful. Yeah, that's slightly different. We ask for nominations from people, but we don't have a shortlist, and we go through them. And every year it's getting harder and harder because there's so many people who've given so much over the years. Particularly lifetimes of time sometimes. It's getting increasingly difficult to choose them, but it's always wonderful when it's all revealed at the end.